Third season for Brian Polian at Nevada. You're coming off a season where you had a bowl appearance, but Cody Fajardo is now with the Oakland Raiders, and you've said there's this three-man quarterback race. So give me the lay of the land there.
Well, there's no doubt from year one to year two, we've made significant strides. And to go from a 4-8 team in transition to a 7-5 team in the regular season with wins over BYU and Washington State, we made strides. We've got to continue to make strides now in year three, but in order to do that, we're going to have to replace a record-setting quarterback, which is obviously a difficult situation. Whoever the quarterback is, I think we're better built to support that person. We're going to run the ball better. We've got two great backs, a stable of really good tight ends, a young, developing offensive line. So I think no matter who it is, we're ready to take the next step.
When you look at the defensive side of the ball, Brian, you've got a lot of veteran leadership in the front seven, but a very young, inexperienced secondary, but a secondary that gave up a ton of big plays last season. So specifically about the defensive backfield, what leads you to believe that might not be so much of an issue this year?
Well, young defensive backfield's an understatement. You've started as many games at safety as the guys that are going to play for us.
That's not good.
So, that being said, we've got to get the ball out of the quarterback's hand quickly, and we are good in the front seven, specifically the defensive front. I feel like we have 3 or 4 guys that are real pass rushers in the Mountain West, but we're going to have to take the pressure off the guys in the back end, and frankly, as coaches, we're going to have to limit the amount of things that we do early part of the season to just let them get used to the speed and the physicality of the college game.
I want to ask you specifically about Ian Seau, who of course has the lineage. His uncle was a Hall of Famer. But without Brock Hecking in the mix, how adept do you think Seau will be taking on the double teams are going to be coming his way? Yeah,
that's a question that I have, but I think he's ready. Watching his development over the last couple of years has been really a joy. He did see a lot of singles because of Brock, but I think, in my opinion, Brock made a lot of plays just out of motor and desire and want to. Ian's very, very physically talented and has gifts. And for that matter, we're going to have 1 or 2 young ones that people don't know about that if they get the singles and he gets the doubles, we'll still be able to
give me one of those names.
We have a young man by the name of Malik Reed, who is from Dothan, Alabama, of all places, a very small town near Auburn, Alabama. There was a family, there was a connection through one of our recruiters back to the southeast, and this young man is 6'1.5", but he's 245, and when he runs with our receivers, and this is a defensive end, who I think is going to make a lot of noise here as a young player. Plus, we have a veteran in Lenny Jones, so we have some other guys, but Ian's going to see some doubles, and that's the price of being a good player.
Brian Polian continuing to try to improve and raise the bar at Nevada.